Hi there. I wanted to share a technique that is very powerful in helping to reduce stress, even alleviate stress, by focusing on what's causing the stress or the stress itself and tapping on meridian points in your body, which are also known as acupuncture points, and they hold energy. And in this case, there would be holding this negative energy that's causing blockages and causing problems. And so to focus on the issue and then tap out all of the parts of it that come to your mind, that are on your heart, that are in your thoughts, and releasing it. Okay? And so I will do a demonstration. First, you want to recognize what the stressor is, if you know, or the emotion. Maybe it's not stress, maybe it's sadness, maybe it's loneliness, maybe it's a broken heart, or anxiety over perceived danger or perceived potential loss, maybe a job interview or a test. Whatever the angst is, this is the thing that is upsetting you or causing you to not have peace. You want to focus on it. Okay, I'm going to take a stress for an example. And so you focus on the stress. Even though I'm feeling stressed, you may not even know why. It doesn't matter. And so you measure it. I'm feeling the stress. A little bit, maybe a little tinge would be a 1 on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 would be, it takes me to tears when I think about it. When it comes up, all I could do is cry. It's just overwhelming. And so you want to measure it on that scale from 1 to 10. And then once you have that measurement, you just write it down, you note it, because it's to compare when you're finished, okay? And then you're going to create a setup statement. And the setup statement goes like this: even though, and then you fill in the blank with the issue, and then you follow that up with, I still profoundly and completely love and accept myself, or deeply and completely love and accept myself. In any case, that's part of the statement, is to affirm to yourself that despite this feeling, which is saying I hate myself or something negative to myself, you're countering it with I deeply and completely love and accept myself, or something to that, what speaks that to you. You can say those words. And then you're going to say that setup statement 3 times while you're tapping on your karate chop point. And you can either do it this way or this way, whichever you feel most comfortable. This way actually just affects more meridians, okay? And so after you say that 3 times while tapping like this, then you're going to tap the other meridian points, and you're going to drop the even though and the I still, and just focus on what aspects of that feeling is coming up, okay? For example, if it's the stress, you might say, I'm just feeling stressed, and I don't even know why. It just is almost overwhelming, and I'm not sure what's causing it, but it is causing me overwhelm right now, and I really just want to release the stress. I'm feeling the stress. And maybe by now you realize something's coming up. You know, I don't know how I'm going to make my bills. My job is actually in jeopardy, and this has probably been, you see where I'm tapping here. This is the solar plexus, the crown of the head, the top of the eyebrow, the end of the eyebrow, under the eye on the bone, under the nose, on the top of the lip, under the lip, under the collarbone right here, and under the armpit right here, And I do that with like a self hug, and then on the solar plexus. Okay, so you have that, all of the places. And as you're tapping through these points, as I said, you are just allowing those feelings, those thoughts focused on that one thing, which is the stress, or whatever you have said in the beginning, and allow those feelings to release. Allow those emotions to just come out, okay? As you're doing this, and if you're letting go and releasing those feelings, those emotions, those thoughts that are attached to that feeling, then the pain, you're releasing the pain, okay? So this is the time this is not the time to be positive. This is the time to get the negative out, because once all the negative is out, then the positive is going to come up. The truth that there is a power breathing me that's greater than anything else that's in this world, that's greater than any situation, circumstance, or condition that has this. You can feel that with every fiber of your being. You can feel the truth of the matter, and that will begin to come up, and you just tap that in, okay? And so now when you feel like you have tapped everything and nothing else is coming up, you just place your hands in your lap comfortably and take a deep breath. Just allow it to sit, and then think about that original stressor. Look at your statement, what it was. I was feeling stressed or overwhelmed or whatever it was, and look at the you don't have to look at the intensity, but just feel how intense does that feel now. If it was at a 10, is it down to a 4 or a 3 or a 2 or a 1 or a 0? Now you're looking at it on a scale of 0 to 10 and want to know where it is. Now, if it's not down to a 3, 2, 1, or 0, that just means that there are still aspects of it that haven't been addressed, that didn't come up. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to check in with that remaining part that you're feeling, 4, 5, 6, whatever it is, and feel what that is, because it's going to be a different feeling. It's going to be something that wasn't addressed originally. And now you're going to do it again, but this time you're going to change the setup statement, and it will be, even though I'm feeling, maybe it's anger now about some aspect of it, okay? And so I'm just saying maybe it might be to something else, but you're going to say, even though whatever it is, I still deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Okay, are those words that affirm you deeply and profoundly loving and accepting yourself, okay? And then you'll begin the setup statement again 3 times, and then begin the tapping here with whatever is coming up. It's going to come up because you're focused on it, okay? And so you would just repeat the whole process again until you're finished, and you take the breath and you check in and see what comes up, thinking about the original, the statement that you made for that aspect, okay, and see where that is. And then I will do another video for what to do on the remaining part of it. Until then, see you. Happy tapping.